Hi everyone, Semiautomagic here from Moose Machine, and I've been asked to do a video of my army. So I play Convergence, and I've got a bit of a Portal theme going here, and I was going to take you through all of Convergence because we have it all sitting here, most of it to the FA that you need for all the tier lists, but a few of them that I still need to fill out the ranks a little bit more, but there is one of everything on the table here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get a little closer and we're going to see what's going on here. So we're going to start over here with some elimination servitors. The elimination servitors are the little puncture bots. And behind the elimination servitors we have some of the rec markers. You can notice there's a blue and an orange one. You'll see that a lot where there's one blue and one orange of things. Over here we have a pair of algorithmic dispersion optifexes. Those are the arc nodes. And behind them the transverse enumerators, which are the universal UAs that you can add to any unit. If we come over here a little bit, we're going to find some reflex servitors, and they're the ones that look like little landmines. They've got countercharge. And if you come over here, you can see one of the little guys hiding in the bushes. Over here we have some accretion servitors. The accretion servitors can either bodge one to heal a warjack, or they can put a single damage on. And next to them we have some attunement servitors. These guys flare the enemy and give you a +2 to hit. Behind them we have a couple little interesting models. This guy here is a conversion that I've been working on. That is from the first league this year that has a Steel Soul Protector, and she's got Aurora's wings, and she's eventually going to have a shield. Behind that is a barrel set that comes from the Steel Soul Keg Protector, and there's the Steel Soul Keg Protector herself protecting that nice big barrel of Steel Soul Ale. And then because of the custom objectives this year, I built this objective out of parts of different vectors. Alright, let's come back to the middle here and get a look at some of these casters. So this is Father Lucant, maybe the strongest guy in our arsenal. We have over here Aurora, and then behind him, or behind her, Axis. Axis I haven't actually played as much as I should have, but he's the last one that I've got to finish out his tier. Over here we have Forge Master Syntherian, and of course Iron Mother Directrix and her exponent servitors back here. And all of these Warcaster's favorite friend, the Corollary. In behind the Corollary we have a pair of Steel Soul Protectors, one there and one over here. I call them the Sisters. They're really good at letting your caster not die. So if we come all the way over to the side here to the central line of troops, we've got one of the repair units. I've got one on either side here. They're really good. They can give Magical Weapon, they can give Pathfinder, or they got a Repair 8, I believe. Next to them, we've got an entire unit of Obstructors. The Obstructors are Shield Wall, small base troops. They're great, and they're part of Axis's tier. In behind them, the Reductors. Reductors have a Spray 6 with Clear, which is great for clearing off the troops in front of them. If we come to the middle here, we're going to get into the Angels. I've got 15 of these little guys, 5 units. They're really inexpensive. They're 3 points each, and they're nice and fast, and with Aurora they have both combined melee and combined range. Their POW 10s don't hit very hard until you start combining them up, but they're really fun, and I've got a whole mess of them. I've just started using them with Lucant to give him a fast attack option because most of my Lucant list is really slow. Over here we have the Shame of an Unpainted unit. This is my second unit of Obstructors. I've just finished for my Axis tier. And then over here we have the second unit of Repair guys. In the back here we've got a second unit of Reductors. And then once we go behind them, you see the Enigma foundries. So you can see the one unpainted and the painted guy. I've got another set on the other side. A lot of this you're going to see are mirrored. So there's the second set. You can see the orange on that one, and then the blue on this guy. In behind them, to finish off the troops, we have a unit of reciprocators, probably their best troops. They hit hard, they shield wall up to 20, and then LeConte takes them up to 24 on his turn, 26 with decel. They are monsters. And behind are the eradicators with their sidestep. If we fly over to the other side again, we're going to see the second unit of reciprocators, because everybody needs more reciprocators. And in behind them, the perforators. And the perforators have that great armor-piercing hit. They can really do a number on some heavy targets. Now we'll get into the jacks. We've actually got 2 sets that are mirrored. There's the first set, and there's the second set over there. So we've got the mitigator with its bola, which is a 3-inch AoE knockdown puncture, which is great for getting rid of things like Iron Fangs, stuff with high armor but just 1 hit point. Next to it is the diffuser. The diffuser is able to beacon a target so that people can charge it more easily, and his gun is lucky, so you get a reroll on it, which is great. And the only jack that can repair other jacks, the galvanizer. He comes free in Syntharian's tier, or you can even spam him to try and do some really silly shenanigans with synergy. In behind him, we have the jacks. We'll start with this floaty guy over here. The assimilator has a ground pounder, which is awesome, and he has a weapon master claw, which a POW 14 charge is just kind of silly. And then next to him we have the modulator, our electric jack that has sort of like the Stormwall's a pod ability, where he can shoot another model, and then all the models in between take about 10. You can see the heat has worked him a little, and he doesn't get out as much as he needs to. Over here we have one of the 2 ciphers. I've got a cipher monitor pair. Each one, I'll just move up to the top here so you can see it. Each one has their name on the top along with the Aperture logo. As I said, there's a bit of a Portal theme here. This guy's got a pair of POW 18s, and his head is a gun, which has 3 ammo types. It's able to either do a 4-inch AoE POW 6, a 4-inch rough terrain, or a 4-inch flare. They can stand in for those little bots when they need to. Next to it is the monitor. I really like him. He's got sustained attack on his POW 17 claw, and he has the Eclipsaw Flinger, which is a range 13 POW 13 massive hit that has critical brutal. So often I will fish for crits with him. Next to him is the inverter. I've only got one of him. I really need to get a second. It's got a POW 20 knockdown, which is just insane, and then a ranged POW 17 chain weapon, which is great. And then on the other side we have another cipher and another monitor. If we go, I'm going to fly over to the other side again. We've got a Conservator, which is absolutely awesome. He gets really annoyed when you kill his friends, and he gets in there with those pair of knives along with the bucklers. And if you notice, he's one of our very few jacks with 2 open fists. I think he might be our only one. There's a couple that have a single one, like the monitor, of course, has a single one, and the assimilator all the way over there has 1 open. But I think other than him and the Prime Axioms, that's it for throwing around. So, in behind him, I'll have to pull back a little bit, is the TEP, Transfinite Emergence Projector. I think might be the best battle engine in the game. It is amazing. A pair of these fielded with Mom carrier group with a Prime Axiom one of the most powerful lists I have. It can do 5 dice damage, or like if you're facing a Kador Jack that you're pretty sure you can hit on a 5 or a 6, or if you are actually need to hit those Kyazis coming down the board at you, you can put it to 5 dice to hit, because POW 10 kills them pretty dead. Next to it we have a Prime Axiom. This is my normal Prime Axiom, or what I like to call the post-Aurora Prime Axiom. In the fluff, Aurora invented the flight technology, so this Prime Axiom was obviously created after Aurora created that flight technology. They're beautiful models, and my paint job does not do them justice. My paint job is incredibly simple, as you guys have seen here. It's just a base shiny white with this heavy metallic. I wanted it to be, other than the splashes of orange or blue, I wanted it to be very, very monochromatic. Next to it we have a pre-Aurora Prime Axiom, so he has to walk around on those legs. The top is exactly the same as other ones. I'll just pull it off here. But the base I actually made from the legs of a Storm Strider. I sanded off all those nubbins and things, and I cast on these decorations actually from the arms of the Conservator. And it gives it a really really great feel, and when I have 2 of them on the board, I can tell which one's which on my card. And then over on the far side we have the orange TEP, which again allows me to tell them apart, and all the little permutation servitors have the orange or blue dependent on their tower. Weird little thing, those little permutation servitors will stay in play no matter what once it dies, because they never get removed from the board. So I'm just going to pull back here, give you guys a full shot of this army. I'm taking shots today in my game room in the basement. So that is it. That's the entire army, guys. Hopefully we will get some more great stuff for this army. We have been promised another battle engine, but we haven't seen its release yet. So I will have at least 2 more models to add to this army eventually. But for right now, this is all of Convergence. So thank you guys for watching. It's Semiautomagic here from Moose Machine. Like the channel, favorite this video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more strange and wonderful stuff from Moose Machine. You can hit up our Facebook page. Just search for Moose Machine on Facebook. And also, we tend to stream on Twitch every second Friday, and we also transmit as many tournaments as we can. We're actually right now hoping to be able to do the World Ender at the end of July 2015. So once again, thanks everybody, and I'm out.
And it's a heave, high, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, high, farmers buy it.